get this loaded up. Claims I'm broadcasting. There we go. Alright, what's up, everybody? I told you I'd be back for the second video of this Let's Play. Had to get a little bit of food in me and watch the Eagles win a game. It rarely happens, but when it happens, it's a nice thing. So anyway, we just picked up dog meat. Had a little mishap with the game. I wound up dying right out front of Concord. Let's go ahead and get a little lore out of the way, and then we'll head back to Concord and see if we can handle it right this time. Took some wrangling with the head office, but we finally got all the tools we need to machine our own parts. No more having to pay for Corvega factory parts the next time they change the spec or on a damn fastener. Just take one we got and trim the excess down until it fits. That Rosa widow in Sanctuary Hills is restoring an old classic Corvega with her son. Nice woman, pretty. Kid seems like kind of a brat, but I guess that's the point of her doing this project with him. Anyway, she's been doing a hell of a job. I was amazed at how much her and her kid have been able to do on their own. The only reason she even came to me is because the engine is out of her depth. I'm sure we can help her out. Safe storage. Take care of these barrels before you leave tonight. Inspectors are coming first thing in the morning. Just hide them with the others. We'll figure out a long-term solution later. Hey, if nature's going to favor us with a cave right below the shop, who am I to argue? October service logs. Replace brakes in a 2075 Fusion Flea Supreme. Monthly service on the Vault Tech van. No major issues with the vehicle, but the rep is an uppity asshole. Began work on a late model motorcycle, pre-atomic. What seemed to be simply a sticky throttle turned out to be a more serious issue with the cables. They're almost all completely degraded. We'll replace with platinum parts. Coolant leak in one of those new 2077 Corvega coupes, bubble top. They don't make them like they used to. Replace the atomic alternator in a 2073 Corvega. Alright, so if we learned anything from this... this terminal, it's that there is a, cave underneath here. Now, I know where it is. Those of you that don't know, pay particular attention. Give me a second here. Let's see, it's on the back end of here. Just gotta remember where it is. Right here. Alright, so for those that don't know, gives you pretty much an idea of where this cave is. Now normally I would work in stealth, but I do want to get to... There we go. That's what we're talking about. As I was saying, normally I would want to work in stealth, but I knew this cave wasn't too terrible, and as such, I wanted to be able to get as quickly as I can to Concord. A fusion core. Another 10mm pistol, a couple extra rounds. Trash Busters Award. Mr. Benson, on behalf of the Boston Regional Office, I would like to congratulate you and your team on winning the 2076 Trash Busters Award for the greatest year-to-year waste reduction by a single store. Respect for the environment is an integral part of our corporate image, and we appreciate your innovative efforts in this regard. Sincerely, Gerald Phillips, Vice President, Boston Region. Little did they know that they were just dumping all their shit in a cave underneath. Which is kind of cute and funny when you really think about it. So, I mean, there's nothing really special down here. It's a whole bunch of junk. Unnecessary junk. But it's a cute little, side note, side story. Which again, like I was saying in the last video, this game does have an abundance of. In the sense of, like, just cute little side things that are just fun to explore. They're not huge. They're not important if you miss them. But they're just fun. So, gonna go up here and re-grab this shit again. All this stuff again. I may even cheat a little bit here and just grab myself an hour nap just to heal up. Before we continue on our way. And we have discovered Concord. And from here we shall now don't think I checked this out before. Doesn't hurt to look real quick. Oh, there's a safe. Expert level lock. I can't screw with it. Whoa, hi! You want to just show up? Fine. Wow, they're going down a lot easier than they did last time. Still too far away. Oh, now they noticed me. Alright, somebody wants help. I will be there to help, but first things first. Need to take a look for anything useful to me. I know there's a musket right out the front door. That's what he asked me to pick up. I just gotta remember to be cautious on everything I'm picking up here. Of course, I could cheat real quick and run this stuff back to Sanctuary before I go in, so that way I'm cleared of everything. That might be what I do. I'll pick up the musket real quick. Pick up that stuff. I'm going to jump over back to Sanctuary real quick. Just to be able to drop off what I've collected, because I know there's going to be a whole bunch of more shit in here. And then we'll come back and help the guy who was just screaming at us. Alright, before I put anything in, I'm going to take a look at what I got. My 10mm pistol, I have 62 rounds, it does 18 damage. I have two pipe pistols. I have 91 rounds for it, but it only does 10 damage. Oh, that's auto pipes. 13 damage for non-autos, which I have 4 of those. And I have the short laser musket, which does 30 damage, but I only have 45 cells. Apparel, I have a Drifter's outfit, which has a ballistics resistance of 5, 7, and... Alright. Let's see here. First and foremost, I have the vault suit on. Alright, so that's not bad. So I think I'll put these things on. Already got a left leg, too. I already have a left arm. Alright, does nothing for me. Alright, so I'll keep those things that I just put on, and I will transfer in everything else that I don't need. Like the junk. I don't need the burnt magazines. I don't need high honey or trash busters anymore. Don't need the drugs. I'll sell those off for money later. Yeah, I'll go ahead and drop them for now, because I'm sure I'll get more shit later. Actually, I may put on the hard hat. Alright, I don't use grenades, so I don't need them. Molotov cocktails. These were not that impressive enough. I probably will hold on to the short laser musket for now, because, let's face it, it could be useful. And then we will fast travel back to the Museum of Freedom. And before I go in, I gotta remember I have my first level up. Excuse me. While it's loading, I'm grabbing a drink that I made for myself here, so give me a minute or two. Now again, thus far, I'm a relatively new Let's Play video maker. I do run a podcast for entertainment in general called Breaking the Fourth Wall, which you can find on my page here. So if you want to check that out, hey, you know, I greatly appreciate the listen. But as far as the podcast itself is concerned, or I'm sorry, as the Let's Plays are concerned, it may seem like the only game I play is the Fallout series. I do own other games and am willing to do a Let's Play. You guys just tell me if that's what you want to see. I play Fallout because I love Fallout, but it's not the only game I play. Alright. So with that little intermission in, we're going to go into the Museum of Freedom and try to help these guys out. Here we go. Only at 40%, but ooh! We'll take a shot, see if it'll work. Nope. Alright, 43. I'm not necessarily Believing that it's gonna work. Got him. Okay, good. One down, many to go. Alright. Were you? Sneak attack. Always useful. Alright, so now we go in looking for the guys I couldn't necessarily aim for. That's not a good angle. This one maybe. Got him. Alright. I'm not exactly sure if I've finished clearing. Nope, I didn't. Works for me. Alright, and some ammo in here as well. Boom. And we just went up to level 3. Locate the trapped settlers, which are right here. Unless they talk to me right away, the first thing I'm going to grab, so I don't forget it, is the Perception bobblehead. Our first bobblehead. First of 20.
It's impeccable. Preston Garvey, Commonwealth Minutemen.
That ain't it.
Glad to help.
Well, if that's true, we could use some more goodwill. As you can see, we're in a bit of a mess here.
Maybe?
Go on.
Please, go on.
Nope.
A month ago, there were 20 of us. Yesterday, there were 8. Now we're 5. First, it was the ghouls in Lexington, and now this mess.
Ghouls? What are ghouls?
God damn
Wow.
it.
You really aren't from around here, are you? Ghouls are irradiated people. Most are just like you and me. They look pretty messed up and live for a long time, but they're still just people. The ones I'm talking about are different. The radiations rotted their brains, made them feral.
That ain't it.
They'll rip you apart just as soon as look at you. Anyway, we figured Concord would be a safe place to settle. Those raiders proved us wrong. But, well, we do have one idea.
One good idea can make all the difference.
Sturgis, tell him.
There's a crashed vertibird up on the roof. Old school. Pre-war. You might have seen it. Well, looks like one of its passengers left behind a seriously sweet goodie. We're talking a full suit of cherry T-45 power armor. Military issue.
I like it.
Yeah, I thought you might. Protection with an added bonus. Get the suit. You can rip the minigun right off the vertibird. Do that, and those raiders get an express ticket to hell. You dig?
Sounds like a good idea to me.
Minigun. Now we're talking.
I know, right? Only there's one hitch. The suit's out of juice. Probably been dry for 100 years. It can be powered up again, but we're a bit stuck.
Solution.
So, what's the solution?
What you'll need is an old pre-war FC, a standardized fusion core, your high-grade, long-term nuclear battery used by the military and some companies way back when. And we know right where to find one.
But we can't get to the damn thing. It's down in the basement, locked behind a security gate. Look, I fix stuff. I tinker. Bypassing security ain't exactly my forte. You could give it a shot.
Already have it.
I already grabbed the fusion core. We're set.
Well, all right. Maybe our luck's finally turning around. Once we get the core into the power armor and grab that minigun, those raiders will know they picked the wrong fight. Good luck.
Okay, I'm not exactly sure why the game was kind of stalling on the
Angry.
no, talk to Mama Murphy
Man.
real quick.
Dog meat
What are you
sure
going to do in
did
that
find
stupid
us some
jumpsuit?
help.
Bleed to death?
Just look at ya.
He's a good dog.
He's a good dog. Smart, too.
Oh, indeed. Dog meat's good at finding folks who need him, and he'll stick by you now. I saw it.
Saw it.
Saw it?
It's the chems, kid. They give old Mama Murphy the sight. Been that way for as long as I can remember.
I'm listening.
I can see a bit of what was and what will be, and even what is right now. And right now, I can see there's something coming, drawn by the noise and the chaos. And it is angry.
All right, now again, we're gonna try a speech challenge. See if she'll be able to give us a little more.
What is it? Mama Murphy, I need more, please.
I'm sorry,
Nope.
kid. But I just don't know. The sight ain't always clear. But believe me when I tell you, it ain't a raider. But
All right, well, we could all read that she was tired and I got a job to do, so grab a couple things here. I could talk to everybody else, but there's really no real reason to. Before I move on, just make sure everything's clear. You never know, especially in the beginning, what you're going to find. And one thing I do need to do, thinking of it, is I've got 2 levels I need to grab. So here we have our first look at the perks chart. As you can see, my special is right up here. Stars indicating what level, point level I'm at. Quite honestly, I can add to them, which will unlock more of the perks. But until that point, I definitely wanted to be able to find more stuff. Let's see here. What do I have that's unlocked and usable to me? That's hacker. Locksmith. I want to be able to unlock better locks. Alright, so I spent my first 2 perk. Every time you level, you gain a point that you can put into a perk. Be it a, you know, like I said, into your special, or you could put it into a perk, and the perks themselves each have levels. The higher the level, the better the perk. So it's worth putting a couple points into a perk if you use it, like Locksmith. If you max out the levels of Locksmith, you could wind up... And here we go, grabbing our first set of power armor. And while we're at it, grab the minigun. I should probably... Oh, it already is, okay.
We got somebody up here! Why don't you get down here? Show me that fancy gun up close. Not a lot of people can get past my boys. I give you that. Fucking minigun!
The nice thing is this thing's got a lot of ammo. That clears all that shit. Oh, there's still one more guy. But what the problem is what's coming out. Whoa, 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 whoa. Come on, load, 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 thank you. And we killed our first Deathclaw. And looks like I killed all the hostiles too. I thought there was a dude shooting. I'm not gonna keep picking up all their garbage that I'm not gonna use. Left arm's not bad. Raider chest piece and right leg, I'll take that. Lightweight tempered arm, I might take that. Alright. Keep digging around. There was a couple other dudes I shot around here somewhere. Like you. Got a left leg, so I don't need that. Alright. Oh. Still claiming 2 more people. Okay. You killed them! Leather right arm, I'll take that. Raider right arm. I'm not exactly sure which ones I have, so why don't we go ahead and take a look here. Well, right now I'm wearing... I gotta jump out of this to be able to find out. There we go. Now I can see. First off, let's put on the hard hat. Alright. Harnesses, leather chest piece. We'll put that on. Leather right arm. For now, we'll put that on. This is actually better than I have on already, so we'll put that on. Actually, this is better than the leather chest piece, so we'll put the Raider on. And we'll put on the Raider right leg. Alright, so now our character is completely decked out in some armor, which will raise his resistance a little bit, which is very helpful and useful. And now we'll go report our success to Preston.
Take it easy, Mama. You okay?
I'm fine, Preston. Quit fussing.
Alright, Preston. Hi.
That was a pretty amazing display. I'm just glad you're on our side.
Yeah? Everyone okay?
Gonna be okay now.
Yeah, for a while anyway. We can at least move someplace. Listen, when we first met, you said you were glad to help. Well, you did. And we owe you our lives. So here. It ain't much, but it's the best way I can say thank you.
Didn't help
I
for
didn't
money.
do it for money.
Hey, sorry. I'm used to everyone being in it only for themselves. You know, you remind me of my friends. The other Minutemen. The ones who gave their lives for something bigger than themselves. You should come with us to Sanctuary. We could use the help.
Sure.
All right, Garvey. I'm in.
Oh, that's wonderful. But there's more to your destiny, isn't there? I've seen it. And I know your pain.
Please, tell me. I need to know.
You're a man out of time, out of hope. But all's not lost. I can feel your son's energy. He's alive.
Where is my son? Where is Sean?
Oh, I wish I knew, kid. I really do. But it's not like I can see your son. I can just feel his life force, his energy. He's out there. And even I don't need the sight to tell you where you should start looking. The great green jewel of the Commonwealth. Diamond City. The biggest settlement around.
What's in
Diamond
Diamond
City?
City? Is Sean there?
Look, kid, I'm tired now. Maybe you'll bring me some chems later. The sight will paint a clearer picture.
No. Mama Murphy, we talked about this. That junk. It's gonna kill you.
Ah, shush, Preston. We're all gonna die eventually. We're gonna need the sight. And our new friend here, he's gonna need it too. Now let's get going. Sanctuary awaits.
All right, folks. Thanks to our friend here, it's safe to move out. We're heading for that place Mama Murphy knows about. Sanctuary. It's not far.
She knows about it? You mean she had one of her visions while she was stoned out of her gourd? And now you want us to just head out on another wild goose chase based on no better plan than Mama Murphy's thought?
It can hardly
hold
turn
on,
out any
hold on.
worse than...
Everybody
Sounds like
just
you
take
better
it
get
easy.
going to Diamond City.
We're all in this together, right? So Marcy, you got a better idea of what...
You know, while I'm at it, I know... Yeah,
we should
okay.
do next? Anybody? Well then, Sanctuary it is. Let's just hope it lives up to its name.
It will when
Come
I'm
on,
done.
June, it's time to go.
Oh, okay.
Give you guys some light. I want to make sure he gets outside, because I've done this before where I've been ahead of him, and I'll wait and wait for him to show up, and they're not there, and it's because I didn't let them leave first.
Diamond City's where you need to head.
Darn it. See, I'm going to cheat a little bit here again, and I'm going to meet him at Sanctuary by fast traveling, just because I don't feel like walking. We don't need to walk. It's unnecessary to walk. So I'm supposed to meet him at Sanctuary. That's where I'm heading. I will also probably, until I have more fusion cores, drop off my armor here. Well, I don't need to build anything yet. Drop off the junk I picked up. Deathclaw meat. Again, things I don't need are just weighing me down. Do, however, need that arm, because I've got to repair it. Ooh, the shotgun. I may keep that for a while. Alright, now Now, while I'm waiting for everybody, what I will do, repair my armor, and then I'll probably leave it here, as I said. Now, when I leave my armor here, I always take out the fusion core, and I'll explain why. It won't happen just yet in the game, but later on, your settlements do get attacked. And when they do, your settlers will grab the armor and use it. And then you don't know where the hell the armor is, or they won't take it off. It's really annoying. So, believe me when I tell you, it's just a hell of a lot easier to... you know, take out the, take out the fusion core, so that way, well, while I'm waiting for them, what I'm doing is I'm collecting up shit I'm gonna need, because I have to build stuff for them. It'll be in the future part of the quest here, you'll notice. I'll get asked to make beds and set up defenses and a whole bunch of stuff. And I'm gonna need what I'm picking up here to be able to do it. So I'm kind of just jumping ahead of the game here. So bear with me as I'm waiting for the group to catch up to me. We just thought that was stupid. I can get rid of the swings, but I can't get rid of the jungle gym and everything else. Never understood that. But hey, you know, it is what it is. Getting rid of ruined houses. The reason of being I'm doing that is when I start building shit for my settlement. Uh-oh. Back to what I was doing before I was so rudely interrupted by that thing. As you can see, almost everything is scrappable in one way, shape, form, or another. And as I said, remember I told you guys in the beginning that in previous Fallout games, a lot of what you pick up is garbage. It's not worth anything except for maybe selling it. And even by selling it, you may not get a whole hell of a lot for it, so it's just really taking up space. In this game, everything is useful, because even the junk I've picked up can be scrapped down to the components like you see, which I use for upgrading my armor, upgrading my weapons, building supplies for when I, you know, do up my places here. And yes, that even comes from junk, not just what I'm scrapping now, trees and the like, but also from the junk I pick up, like ceiling fans and typewriters and all that stuff. That's why I'm picking up what I'm picking up. Now, I'm going to try to get ahead of the game here in a second. what I'm going to do is I know I'm going to get asked for beds. Now, normally I'll build a bigger bed, but for now, because I don't have a whole hell of a lot of shit, they're just going to get beds out in the open for now. 5. And they're just going to be sleeping bags. I know they're going to ask for beds. I know they're going to ask for defenses. That's about the best I'm going to be able to do for that. For now. Then I'm also going to have to do food or water, I'm sure. So, need a couple power generators. Oh good, I could build a big one. We'll put it back here for now. And we will connect it to 2 of these guys. If I can have 2, I cannot. But that's alright, as long as I can connect it up that way, that's good to go. Alright, on that, I'm going to go ahead and sleep till morning, see if they show up. It's a slow sleep period. By now, he should be here. And there he is.
I'm glad you decided to come with us. I should have listened to Mama Murphy all along. Pretty nice place she's found for us. I think we could settle down here. Make it a place to call home. What do you think?
Yeah. I used to like living here. Before the war.
What do you mean? Before what war? Are you saying...
I lived here over 200 years ago. I was frozen or something for most of it. Just woke up a little while ago.
Damn. Like one of those old pre-war ghouls. You say you were frozen. Anybody else make it out with you?
My son. Somebody took him while I was still trapped. Have you run across anybody with a baby boy?
Damn. I'm sorry. But no. I haven't run across any kidnapped babies. I'll definitely keep an eye out for him. Anyway, I am glad you're here.
Alright. He's glad I'm here, but now I hate when the game does this from time to time. It gives that little freeze section.
And I hope you don't mind, but I've got another favor to ask. I've had word from a settlement asking for help. There's still hope in there are Minutemen out there somewhere. The only chance to start rebuilding the Minutemen is to show people that they can count on us when they need us. Trouble is, I've got my hands full here. Do you think you could go help out the settlement?
Sure.
I'd be glad to help.
That's fantastic. The Minutemen could use more people like you. By the way, if you want to help out around here at all, talk to Sturgis. I'm sure he'd be glad for all the help he can get.
Alright, and we got a level out of that. So we'll go ahead real quick and we'll talk to Sturgis.
Hey.
You're not Sturgis.
Do you have a moment? I wanted to
Yeah,
thank
sure.
you for helping us out in Concord. If only we'd run into you sooner.
Don't mention it.
You guys have been through hell, huh?
You have no idea. In these past few months, we've lost everything. My son, he's gone.
Your son. What was his name?
Kyle. My son's name was Kyle.
I understand how you feel. I lost someone too.
But you and I, we're still here, right? We have to go on. For them.
Alright, so now
Call
some of the
this place
characters...
Sanctuary? Cemetery seems a little more appropriate.
I hate this girl. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to stop that. We're going to do this quest first, because we're already right here. And I did 3/4 of what he's going to ask me to do anyway.
Sturgis.
Turn around, talk to me.
You willing to do some work?
I'd be glad to help. Just tell me what you need.
Well, for starters, we could use some real beds. We've been sleeping on the ground for too long. Just make sure we can sleep with a roof over our heads. Some of these old houses still look solid enough to do the trick. There's a workbench over there you can use. Give me a holler if you need.
Alright. Oh, they want sheltered beds. Shit. So I'm going to have to move these. Have to put them in a house for them. Oh, it still counted. I could have left them alone. That's what I get. Just have to be a little patient. Alright, that gives everybody a bed, including me. So I go back to talking to Sturgis, wherever he disappeared to this time. There he is.
Sturgis.
I like it. Having a place to sleep will improve everyone's lives. What we need now is a reliable source of clean water.
Already handled that.
I'm on it. Clean water coming up.
Great. Thanks again.
Oh,
Hey,
Sturgis.
I feel better already, knowing we have a reliable supply of clean water. I hope you don't mind me asking for some more help. but
Okay,
our
this is the
food
other thing I
supply
gotta
is
do.
running low. If we're gonna settle here, we'll need to get some crops established.
I'll start planting right away.
Good deal.
Alright, so we already have a couple things right here, so what we'll do, try to do this here. Gotta remember how to do it here. It's not gonna be in furniture, it's gonna be food, maybe resources miscellaneous, garden plots. Which I need fertilizer, I can't do it. But I could still just put food if I have anything available. Which at the moment I do not. However, I can harvest these melons. Which gives me a couple extra melons to put down. Alright, so that's a couple melons. Now, real quick, we'll just go... and see if there's any food in the workbench. Because if there is... would be an aid if I have anything. I do not. Okay, well that sucks.
Just find a
And
nice
I don't-
spot of ground and plant whatever you've got. Anything fresh will be a great change for us.
Just looking to trade a little.
And remember to sign somebody to take care of the crops. They need looking after if we're going to harvest anything.
Ah, yes. Alright, so now I gotta find people that I can assign to the crops. Oh, you're not doing anything right now. Oh, hey. Hey! go handle some crops. Sources now designed or signed. Now again, I said that I would do this type of stuff off camera normally, but in the beginning just so people could get an idea. Plus this is a quest. This is like the only time that settlement dealings is actually a quest. Like obviously I gotta go, you know, I gotta go to Ten Pines Bluff and try to save those guys from an issue that they're facing. Might as well grab this shit while I'm here. Cogsworth, come here. Come here. Get you to help out with the food supplies, too. Okay, that brings food up to 2. But I still need it higher. Signed him. I still need more. Where's that other idiot? Now I'm scrapping just to get, mostly to get shit out of my way, but also, and because I need the resources. But also, I'm hoping to find more food around, so. In the beginning, this is kind of the best way to handle the scenario. But later on, especially as you go to more settlements, you'll wind up finding the shit anyway, so. Now that was a perfect example. That was a carton of cigarettes, which is just junk. But you saw that I scrapped it. Which, you know, turned it into workable material for what I, you know, need for, like I said, for shit that I could either build or upgrade or whatever the case may be. So, I mean, it's... I definitely enjoyed the scavenging part of this game a lot more than in previous Fallouts. Now, I'm not bashing Fallout 3 or Fallout New Vegas, not by any means. They were great games. They're what introduced me into the Fallout franchise. Buddy of mine knew that I was into RPGs and had recently gotten into Elder Scrolls Oblivion. Now, my last experience with Elder Scrolls before Oblivion was Morrowind, and I hated Morrowind. I know a lot of people think that's like a great addition to the Elder Scrolls games and everything else. To me, it was very confusing in its gameplay. Its map was extremely confusing. I wasn't a fan. I don't hold it against anybody who was. I just wasn't. So, I was tentative at best at getting involved with Oblivion. You know, after beating Fable and Final Fantasy 12 and, you know, all those fun games, I ran out of shit to play, so I wound up picking up Oblivion relatively cheap, and I fell in love with the game. And it changed my perspective of the game. And a buddy of mine knew that I was into all that shit and knew that I really enjoyed Oblivion and had decided to tell me about this game, Fallout. And the way he described it to me was it was Oblivion with guns. At the time, I wasn't really into first-person shooters and the like and all, so I really held no interest in it. You know, to be completely, totally, and utterly, you know, honest about it. When he first brought it to my attention, I really wasn't interested. And finally, enough wearing down talked me into picking up a copy of Fallout 3 and giving it a try. And needless to say, I never looked back. I fell in love with the game. It was actually, to me, better than Oblivion. You know, and again, I've got nothing against Oblivion. I've got nothing against Skyrim. But as far as the Elder Scrolls are concerned, Fallout, head over, you know, hands down, is just the better game, in my opinion. Now, you don't have to share my opinion. Now, some of you may not. I definitely feel that Fallout was a better constructed game. Yes, it had its glitches and its problems, and this one does too. We've already seen a couple minor ones as we've played. You know, but that's all well and good. That's, you know, it's part of the charm of the game, I guess. Best way to describe it. But, you know, I never looked back. Now, I love Fallout 3. I wouldn't be doing the Let's Play for Fallout 3 if I didn't love Fallout 3. I love New Vegas. Again, would not be doing a Let's Play for... Well, I'm not yet, but I will be. Doing a Let's Play for Fallout New Vegas if I didn't like New Vegas. I think this is such a better game. I think the storyline's better. I like a lot of the features in the game. Yeah, I'm not as much of a big fan of the speech wheel, you know, as opposed to the original text design, you know, of Fallout 3 and New Vegas. But, you know what? They're not terrible. You know, it's a minor nitpick. I'm not a huge fan of the settlement building, although it does serve its purpose, especially if you follow the Minutemen storyline. You know, it does serve its purpose, so I don't hate the advent here, but again, you know, there's things I can nitpick about this game. There's things I can nitpick about many games. I'm sure we all can. Just like we all have our own points of view on what's good and what's not, and, you know, whether the game's worth it or not worth it or has a replay value. I could say this is technically my third time playing the game. I played it straight through on its own. I've played it modded. And now I'm playing it unmodded, again, this time looking to 100% the game. So, I mean, it obviously has to be a good enough game if I want to play it and complete it 100%, that I want to give more than one playthrough. You know, to me, that's got to speak as a testament to the game its own right. I'm not finding any... I think the only way I'm going to be able to do this is there is a supply bunker. I don't remember behind which house. So we'll have to walk around real quick and find out. Because I don't remember behind which house it's behind. Do remember it's like on this side, so... There it is. Oh, wait. Pick that shit. That's some food there. And we'll go into the root cellar real quick. Grab everything we can in here. Grab the cram. I forgot dog meat was with me. Alright, I'm looking for in particular shit here, guys. I'm looking for corn or... I'll take the shovel. Again, scrap. Gold bar, another gold bar. Alright, can I open this? Yes. Alright, so this is going to be our first attempt at lockpicking. If you played Skyrim or any of the other Fallouts, it's the exact same. There we go. Exact same controls. No real change to it, so... Alright, that didn't help out in the slightest either, but I did get a couple pieces of merc fruit, which I can plant from. I should be able to plant from. Matter of fact, can I pick these up and move them? No. All I could do is scrap them. We'll get rid of them. I already pruned them, as it were. So now it's run over to where I got the other food planted. Mama Murphy, you can go to work while we're at it here, too. Alright, resources now assigned. Food. Where are my... Yeah, shit. Alright. Well, apparently... No. Apparently I'm in a situation where I'm going to have to go to... Ten Pines Bluff, which is all the way over here. I'm going to have to go all the way to Ten Pines Bluff. Oh, wait. And while I'm there, I should be able to raid their stuff, which will allow me to bring back some much-needed supplies. So off we go. We're gonna go find our first settlement to help out here. Well, it's not technically our first settlement, but the first one for the Minutemen. Got my trusty dog with me, we on our way. I mean, you can just look at this game and how beautiful it is. A lot of people that I've talked to about this game have complained that they didn't think they gave enough advancement to the graphics. I heard something pop out. Oh, more mole rats. Good job, dog meat. Handles that shit. You good? Alright, good. So... like, they felt that not enough attention to detail, not enough prettiness, I guess, for the next-gen consoles. I tend to disagree. I think this game is pretty. It's definitely the prettiest of the Fallouts. You know, that obviously goes without saying. Uh-oh. This ain't a spot I want to be. It's cool that I discovered it. I can explore it later, but that's not where I want to go. So, moving on. You know, but as far as just advancements for the Fallout series, this is a beautiful game. I like the look of the game. I'm not one that minded the greens or the orange-brown of Fallout 3 or New Vegas. I thought they added atmosphere, you know, and I definitely think the atmosphere was very useful. Oh, hey. I thought the atmosphere adding was very, very useful to a game that was kind of, you know, lacking in the graphics department a little bit because of the fact that, it, you know, first off, it was a last-gen system, and second off, it was more about the story than the graphic inlay. And, I mean, this game's kind of the same way. It still is more about the story than about, you know, being the prettiest graphics. You know, so... Ah! Another one? Play dead. Oh my god, it's an alpha. It doesn't want to die. Watch out, dog meat. I don't want to wind up hitting you. Hey, Jesus, another one? God, I don't remember that many being here before. Oh well, they're dead. I lived. We got we got credit for it. It's good. Everything's kosher. And we made it to 10 Pines Bluff, which is the first thing I'm going to do is I'm taking all your tater plants. You don't mind, do you? Before I even help you. Because, see, I was working on this other quest, and they need food, and, you don't mind, right? Yeah, I didn't think you did. Okay, so, are you no, you're not who I'm supposed to talk to. Who I'm supposed to talk to is in here. Yeah. Hi.
Excuse me.
What do you want? We don't need any more trouble around here.
And nice to see you
Take it
too.
easy. I'm with the Minutemen. I'm here to help.
You're with the Minutemen? I didn't really think you fellas still existed. We sent word with one of them passing traders, but honestly, I never expected anything to come of it. Most people don't put much stock in the Minutemen these days after Quincy. Bad business, that.
Well, the Minutemen are back.
We're rebuilding the Minutemen from the ground up. We're the good guys again.
Glad to hear it. No question that things have been worse since the Minutemen fell to pieces. There's a raider gang that's been giving us trouble for weeks, stealing food and supplies, threatening to kill us all if we don't pony up. We know where they're coming from, but we can't go up against a gang like that.
Don't worry.
I'll take care of it.
I'll take care of those raiders for you.
Thanks, friend. If you folks are for real this time, it'll be a welcome change for the better.
Alright, so we're supposed to go to the Corvega assembly plant, which is all the way down here from where I am. And there's Diamond City there, so it's kind of in between where I'm supposed to go for the main quest and what I'm doing for them. So what I'm going to first do is I'm going to go back to Sanctuary and I'm going to finish that quest, and I think that'll be the end of this video. I'm kind of running over time here. some of the setups kind of set it that way for me, but and the settlement clearing. But we're gonna go ahead and get that done, and then I'll probably call it a night. And we'll make another video tomorrow. Again, as I'm getting back here, please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. You know, because we want your business. I know, it's not the prettiest look, but you know what? There we go. Got a whole bunch of shit out there. Got the food. That should be what I need to make Sturgis, you know, happy. So we'll shut that off. No, I'm not going to that. I'm going to this. Talk to Sturgis. Where's he at? Need some light. Where the hell is Sturgis? All the way the fuck over here? Why are you hanging out in here? I didn't clear it yet.
Sturgis.
Now, this place is starting to feel like home. Now that we can grow our own food, I think we can really make a go with this. Trouble is, the more we establish ourselves here, the more of a problem we become. What we need is to get some defenses set up. Then maybe Preston will be able to relax a little bit.
I'm on it.
I'm on it.
Thanks. It'll make everyone feel more secure here.
Yep, and those 3 is all I needed to do that. So now...
Sturgis.
Thanks for doing that. We'll all sleep better at night knowing we have some defenses set up. It's been a long road. But yeah, I think this is it. Home. Feels good.
I was glad to help.
Well, I appreciate it. Of course, you know you're welcome anytime. My door's always open to you. Windows, too. Some of the walls actually come to think of it. I guess I better get back to it. Take care now.
Alright, and on that, we have completed Sanctuary. So, as I said, we're going to probably go over, drop off some shit in here, and I will end the video on that note. Actually, I think I should go talk to Cogsworth, too, before I call this.
Codsworth.
Mr. Chris, welcome back, sir. I do hope you were able to find some assistance in Concord.
You could say that. I made a few new friends.
Can't have enough of those these days. I realize that I'm no Mr. Gutsy, but if needed, I'd be honored to accompany you throughout the Commonwealth. Just say the word.
Oh, you're going to come with me now. Dog meat's a good companion, but you learn when you're traveling with companions, you're supposed to
Yes, of course.
try to gain affinity with them. And the more they love you...
Not to worry there, pup. Your master is in good hands.
I'm going to keep you here at Sanctuary, dog meat. You're supposed to make them love you. And if you get highest affinity, then they, you know, not only do they love you, but you gain specialty perks from your relationship with them. As such, you know, you want to try to travel with and gain the affinities of all the guys that you can. Dog meat, like any normal dog, loves you unconditionally. Just is absolutely about you. So there's no real need to travel with him unless you want to do some evil shit that your normal companions wouldn't want to do, because he won't judge you for it. You know, where they may hate the action, dog meat won't care. He'll love you regardless. So, but Cogsworth is one of the many that will give a special affinity for your actions, and, you know, if you do things that he likes, do good deeds and all that happy jazz. So might as well start with Cogsworth on building up affinity with everybody and gaining all the specialty perks that we're going to get from having companions. So that's why I put dog meat away for now. It doesn't mean I'll never use dog meat again. I'm sure I will. In fact, I prefer traveling with dog meat because, again, he doesn't judge. If I feel like stealing or picking a lock or whatever the case may be, dog meat doesn't mind. Oh, while I'm here, there's one other thing I want to do before we end this video. Two things. Miscellaneous furniture. Yeah. I'll put you here first. Right there. And then... what was it? Shelves? Yes. I'll just build you for now. Alright. And the reason I did that is I want to be able to put my bobblehead on there. And my magazine in there, just to get them out of my inventory. That's where they get stored, so that doesn't mean that's where I'm going to keep them permanently. That's just where I'm going to keep them now. And now I'll get rid of my excess shit here. Store. Picked up a lot of junk. Keep the purified waters. Don't need the pipe pistol. Alright, on that, you guys have a good night. I hope you enjoyed the video, and catch me back tomorrow, and I'll have video 3 and maybe even 4 up. Want to give, like I said, a good run in the beginning. I play this game a lot more, so I will definitely attempt to give more videos than I would with Fallout 3. And don't forget that I will be doing the next episode of Let's Play Fallout 3. So that way, you know, I'm still keeping up with that one as well. Once again, please like, share, comment, subscribe. Anything you want me to do, anything you want me to check out, anything you want me to see, any suggestions you have. Maybe some things I've never done before in the game. Please leave the comment below. And have a good night. We'll see you again soon. Thanks a lot, guys.